I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Educators and police officers over the age of 50 are now being prioritized to get the COVID-19 vaccine in Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis announced the switch-up in vaccine strategy Tuesday, even as demand far outweighs supply. He says educators and law enforcement will soon have the ability to get vaccinated at 4 federally supported sites in the state. None of the sites are in Flagler County. The FEMA-supported sites are in Jacksonville, Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. There, DeSantis says he'll dedicate tens of thousands of vaccine doses to these new priority groups. As more members of the public receive their COVID-19 vaccinations, local public health officials say it doesn't necessarily mean it's time to let your guard down. John Arking reports.
As of Monday, nearly 50% of Flagler County residents over the age of 65 have received at least their first dose of the vaccine, with 17% of all county residents getting their first shot. But as Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickles says, wearing masks and social distancing are still good common sense measures.
We still don't know to what extent the vaccines prevent asymptomatic infection, where you've got some virus going around, you don't feel any symptoms. That data has not yet really emerged in any large enough amount to be confident about. You know, if you're in a small group of people, your family, everybody's been vaccinated, or a small group of friends, everybody's been vaccinated, I would say you don't have to wear masks. Out in the public, it's kind of different. It's like, what kind of signals are you getting? You are giving. Could you have it and be giving it to somebody else who hasn't had the good fortune to be vaccinated yet? And it kind of also is piggybacking on a lot of people getting just tired of COVID anyway.
Bickles says perhaps in the next 90 days, as higher percentages of the population become fully vaccinated, it won't be as critical for the public at large to wear a mask, but for now, he says it is still a high priority. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Candidates running for mayor in Flagler Beach discuss the most important issues the new city manager should be addressing. In a debate moderated by Palm Coast Flagler of Commerce's Junior Chamber and sponsored by WNZF, candidate Kim Carney says the budget is the number one priority.
In his interview, he appeared to be open to getting the community involved. I will also be holding evening town hall meetings to discuss the budget. The process is so drawn out and the workshops take place during the day. To get community input, you need to bring it to the people, which means after hours when they're not working, so they can participate. That is one of my goals. Through this process, he will get to know the projects that are in limbo and hopefully be able to bring them to completion.
Carney's opponent, Susie Johnston, says strategic planning should be the top priority.
We have both short-term and long-term issues that we need to deal with. Right now, the city's current strategic plan is 1 to 2 years out, and we need to have a larger plan. We need to look at it on a 5 to 10-year plan. And the city of Flagler Beach is facing some new issues in the coming years, and we need to go ahead and put some solutions in place now. And some of those examples is we have the water infrastructure, and DEP is coming in the next couple of years, and they are no longer allowing us to dump water into the intercoastal waterway.
Candidate Patrick Quinn was invited but did not participate in the debate. The election in Flagler Beach is March 2nd. A new informational app in Flagler County is turning heads for being economical, too. Karen Johnson explains.
YouGov Flagler is not only an app that provides 24/7 problem reporting, road closure information, as well as a community key that provides information like garbage collection days, school zones, voting districts, and tropical weather evacuation zones. It's also economical for Flagler County. County Administrator Jerry Cameron says there's a huge cost saving since the app was produced in-house.
And these guys were able to do that. They did a great job with it. It saved us a ton of money by using those in-house resources, both for the app and for the production of the video infomercial.
Cameron calls the app a game changer. He adds it really streamlines the process for dealing with everyday issues while saving the county some cash, too. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Are there differences in human trafficking when children are involved?
FBI Special Agent Lisa Murillo says yes. She said that adults or those over 18 years old, they can be victims of human trafficking. Those under 18 are children. They can also be victims of human trafficking. Murillo said that we may think that human trafficking is taking victims across state or country lines, but she said that's not necessarily the case.
Somebody could never leave Flagler County. They could never leave Jacksonville or Daytona and be trafficked really in their own backyard is what it's considered. And that's where there's a lot of high-risk victims, because it's anyone else who can profit off the back of someone else.
Murillo said that with child sex trafficking, there's no need for force, fraud, or coercion. It is the same crime. To listen to Lisa Murillo and her partner Amanda Vidal, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, Murillo talks about profiting off family members. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.